Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations coming at you today with another video on Skylanders Ring of Heroes. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is the day we have officially got the brand new Skylanders in the game. That is right. So we're going to be taking a look at the two Skylanders. We're going to be looking at their kits, their skills, what they do, the mana cost, the cooldowns, you know, the whole works. So we're going to be diving in and seeing exactly where these basically Skylanders fit into team compositions currently that a lot of people are running right now. Are they vital for you to summon on? Not only that, we're going to be checking out the rest of the stuff that they have just added into the game, which are going to be an additional handful of events. So, as always, before we dive in, if you are new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest information on mobile games in general, not just Skylanders, then you can be sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know. Hop over to the Discord, and not only that, smash that like button and hit that notification bell so you get notification every time we drop a video. And with that being said, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at those official patch notes first right off of the bat. So let's hop over here and see exactly if they have dropped anything new in the game as far as an actual update or anything like that for us to actually go over and read. And it doesn't look like they have, because we did cover this one in last night's video. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in here to his actual skills. So the first one, after Max Awakening, or 6-star awakening, and then maxing out his skills, it looks like we've got inflicts, inflicts 108 damage of attack as damage, 108% of attack as damage to one enemy, and grants the attack down 15% effect and the evasion down, evasion rate down 15% effect for 2 turns with a 50% chance each when you attack accurately, and then able to put the enemy in knockdown status. Very nice. Oh geez, it's only going to go on, it's going to be down to a 1 mana cost and 3 endurance down. Very cool. And I like the fact that it's on his first skill. So his first skill can pop off only utilizing 1 mana. It's got a 3-turn cooldown though, but it does do 3 endurance down. It does it decreases the attack by 15%, decreases the invasion rate by 15%, and it does knock down status. That is ridiculously good, especially for only 1 mana cost. Watch out, KO teams, because this guy is about to shine, baby. All right, the next thing up we've got is going to be Cross and Destroy, and it says inflicts 35% of attack as damage to all enemies 2 turns. We've got a little bit of an AoE here, and it increases the damage by 15% if the target possesses the electric shock effect or freeze effect, able to put the enemy in knockdown status. And that's going to cost him 3 mana. It only does 3 endurance down, and it's going to be a cooldown of 4 turns. So, okay, so a little bit costly when it comes to this, utilizing this skill, but it is an AoE attack, so I'm curious to see exactly how much damage that actually can do. But the interesting part to me is that it does proc an additional 15% of damage on electric shock enemies or freeze enemies. So that's very interesting, because I'm pretty sure when I checked out his kit in the previous patch notes, they did not say that he throws electric shock onto the target or freeze to the target. So if that's the case, we got to see exactly where he's going to be usable or vital. But I don't know. I mean, it's pretty cool so far. I do like the fact that he's got 2 knockdowns on both of his skills. I really like that. All right, so the next thing up we've got is going to be Target. Active skill. It's going to be all enemies, a 2 mana cost, 1 endurance down, 3 cooldown timers, but it does 5 stinking hits, and it's a charge skill. Okay, so it says after charging for 1 turn, inflicts 17% of attack as damage to all enemies 5 times, and grants the defense down per 10% effect for 2 turns with a 30% chance whenever you attack accurately. Very interesting. So it looks like it does very little damage at 17%, but it does hit the enemies for 5 times, and it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's another AoE. So he's got 2 AoE abilities so far, 2 knockdown abilities. He's doing an attack decrease, a evasion rate decrease, and then also a defensive break. So again, very interesting unit. So the 2 passives we got are going to be increase the damage by 50% if the attack if the attack target, so the target you are attacking. Jeez Louise, some of this verbiage sometimes. Possesses the provoke effect. So additionally, if the attack enemy falls into the break or knockdown status, grants the defense penetration rate up by 15% effect on yourself for 2 turns. Ridiculous. So basically what it's saying, if you're going up against an eruptor or, you know, some sort of a provoker like Freeze or somebody else in that avenue, it looks like you're going to get that additional 50% of damage. So again, that's going to be just boosting his AoE abilities, especially that skill we just read that does 5 hits at 17% of damage. So again, very, very cool. And then not only that, it says, you know, additionally, if you put the enemy in knockdown or breakdown status, which you're more than likely going to, utilizing 2 knockdown skills that do a crap ton. They both do a 3 endurance down, so that's ridiculously good. You're going to be able to then get that additional defense penetration rate up on yourself. And then last but not least, we do have a leader skill passive. So it basically says increases your effect resistance rate by 30% and defense by 25% in battle. And then it says leader skill increases the effect resistance rate of all allies by 15%. Not bad, Comtuus, not bad. I see the niche for the character. I see where he can fit into some really crazy cool KO teams. So again, pretty cool. I mean, again, you know, keep in mind though, everybody that is watching this video, he is a legendary. So I guess, you know, I don't want to shine too much light onto him just for the fact that he is a legendary. So it's gonna be one of those things where we have to see exactly where he fits in for, you know, the team composition type of thing. Where's the next character here? Let's scroll down. Do we have him? I don't even remember what freaking element he was. Oh, he's air. Okay, so very cool. So this is gonna be Scratch. Now he is a heroic, you know, so again, you know, for free-to-play players, he's a lot more viable or, you know, able to get through summons and that sort of thing. The other one with being a legendary is gonna be really tough to achieve as a free-to-play player to get that max super boost, especially if you have already invested a lot of resources and time into other legendary Skylanders. So let's go ahead and dive in here and see what he's got. So right away, it's interesting. I do like his mask setup. It's very unique and pretty cool. He does more look, to me, for whatever reason, he looks more like a magic user, not necessarily an air Skylander, just based on the color scheme and everything with that purple. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to look at his max skills. So we've got a mana cost of 2, 1 endurance down, and it does 2 cooldown. It's got a 2-turn cooldown, but it does 4 hits. So inflicts 41% of attack as damage to one enemy 4 times. 4 times, 41%. That's really good. And grants a diminish effect for 2 turns with a 30% chance whenever you attack accurately. Okay, so he's a diminish so far. We've got a 2 mana cost skill on a 3-turn cooldown, but does 3 endurance down and also does multiple hits. It does 2 hits, so inflicts 59% of attack as damage to one enemy 2 times and grants the evasion rate down by 15% effect and the defensive down by 15% effect for 2 turns when you attack accurately, and it has the ability to put your enemy in knockdown status. Very nice. So it's got a knockdown status. It does endurance down by 3. It only costs 2 mana, but it does 2 hits at basically 60% of attack for those 2 hits, and then he applies 2 debuffs to the target if he attacks accurately. Not bad for a 2 mana cost skill. And then we got his passes, which are going to be grants random beneficial effects ×2 on yourself for 3 turns. For 3 turns. Okay, very nice. And then if the enemy falls into the break or knockdown status with your attack, additionally increases your attack by 25% when you attack the enemy with a critical hit. Very nice. So running this guy on a crit rate build would be ridiculously good. Not only that, running him on a KO team sounds pretty damn good because you're going to get the additional buffs, and then you're also going to be able to get that additional 25% of attack, which he already does multiple hits. He's like a massive a massive multi-damage dealer to a single target. He's not AoE, but it's very interesting. He's got a really unique kit. I'm curious to see where he would fit up, like I said, probably in like more of like a KO composition. The Diminish, in my opinion, doesn't really add much to his kit. I mean, it adds because it does doing additional damage over time, but it doesn't really, I don't really think he's a soul diminished character. I think he does fit more in that knockdown realm, just because, you know, he does have the ability to knock down. He does have evasion or endurance down for a 2 mana cost, and not only that, he does get the bonus for putting the enemy in knockdown status. So again, very interesting. And then last but not least, we do have his leader passive, and that's going to be increases your evasion rate by 30% in battle. Additionally, grants the critical rate up by 10% effect on yourself for 2 turns if your HP is 40% or lower. And then his leader is going to be increases the invasion rate of wind element allies for 20% in battle. So again, very, very unique. You know, his leader skill isn't going to be very vital for a lot of team compositions because I don't know anybody that is running only wind element allies, so that one's probably not going to be used as a leader. But again, like I said, it's a unique kit. I mean, he's got, you know, he's getting additional damage that's proccing on when he knocks down an enemy. He's got 1 knockdown ability on a 2 mana cost with a 3-turn cooldown, but it does do 3 endurance down. But he is just a massive debuff. I mean, he's adding diminish, he's adding evasion down, defensive down, knockdown potentially, gaining himself 2 beneficial or 2 buffs on himself for not 1, not 2, but 3 turns, and he potentially gets a chance to increase his attack if he puts the enemy in knockdown status. So very, very cool, very unique, but that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for those 2 heroic, or not heroic, those 2 brand new Skylanders in the game. So I'm super excited to see what you guys think. Drop a comment down below in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on the new Skylanders. Are you going to be summoning for those Skylanders? And not only that, like I said, you know, where do they fit in your team composition, or what team comp are you trying to build around those specific Skylanders? I think they're pretty damn cool if you want to know my personal opinion on the take. Last but not least, we'll dive into it really quick here just for you guys. You know, we do have some additional events that they just dropped. So they did drop the summoning event that we had talked about. Now, again, keep in mind, by the way, a side note, a little bit of a plug here all the way in at 11 minutes or 12 minutes. Nevertheless, we might be doing a live session tonight, so stay tuned for that on the channel as well. We might be doing a live. I'm going to hop on there. I've been saving up so many tickets. I believe I've got 20 or around 20. Then I do have some gems as well, so we'll definitely hop in there, have some fun, pop some stuff off, potentially collect some additional rewards. But the next thing up they've got is that smash hit promotion. So basically, as the more times you summon smash hit, you're gonna be able to collect a lot of these other rewards, which it looks good, baby. It looks good. Look at these legendary resources, baby. We are excited for some legendary resources. And then we've got the New Year Wheel mission. So obviously, you know, just completing these missions, going through your day to day, you will get these additional tickets and stuff. And not only that, the additional spins. And then we have the 2 brand new early or easy daily missions. So it just talks about, you know, completing your dailies every day. You're going to get some decent rewards there. And then also challenge missions, which these are going to be the ones that I'm really excited for, just from you running and grinding out in the game, no matter what you are doing. So we'll be able to collect some of these tonight when we do go live. But basically, I mean, I'm just excited for all this, man. I mean, all of the skill up stones, all of the awakening stones, the energy is really nice for free-to-play players. Just overall, I mean, I don't know, I'm speechless. I mean, Com2uS has outdone it this time. I think that the patch that they're putting out is going to be very, very good. Coming out soon. But even with this one here, I mean, just the events, they're keeping up with all the events. They're keeping us on our toes, and just basically, you know, bringing us content and stuff that we have asked for and making changes that we as the community has asked for. So that's going to be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. As always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time we drop a video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one.